Welcome to the news. We start with the devastating story of Liam Payne's death and the profound impact it had on Simon Cowell. We dive into the emotional fallout as the record executive shares his experience grappling with the tragedy and the difficult decisions he had to make following the loss of the singer.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we look at a moment of tough self-reflection for the industry leader. Simon Cowell admits that his reaction to Susan Boyle's audition on Britain's Got Talent was awful, calling it a necessary wake-up call about how he treated contestants and the importance of not judging a book by its cover. We continue with the deep dive into Simon Cowell's grief. He opens up about his heartbreaking reaction to Liam Payne's passing, revealing that he was in pieces and had to disappear for a week to process everything that was going on in his head. And finally, we break the silence on a moment of celebrity awkwardness. Simon Cowell finally speaks out after a viral clip of himself clapping on the Jennifer Hudson show, admitting he was just unprepared for that moment, and will be right back with more breaking news. Record executive Simon Cowell has opened up about the profound impact the death of singer Liam Payne had on him, revealing a period of intense personal struggle and professional withdrawal. Speaking on the aftermath, Cowell shared that he stepped away from professional commitments to process the loss, describing it as an exceptionally difficult time following the singer's death at the age of 31. Appearing on the Daily Mail's Tales from the Celebrity Trenches podcast, Cowell discussed his involvement with Netflix's project, The Next Act in 2024. During production, he learned of Payne's tragic end. He reflected on mentoring new talent, emphasizing that their chaotic dynamic, energy, and unpredictability were what made the experience interesting, noting that he liked the new artists and their families immensely. The circumstances of Payne's death were detailed by the BBC. On October 16, 2024, Liam Payne was found deceased in a hotel in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Reports indicated that Payne was in the lobby struggling due to substance consumption, and emergency services were called after hotel staff feared for his life. The discovery of his body in the courtyard was made after staff reported hearing a loud thud. Devastated by the news, Cowell admitted he was emotionally overwhelmed, stating, "I was in pieces and I've got so many things going on in my head." The emotional toll was so severe that he was unable to shoot the Netflix show and disappeared for a week to think things through. Cowell expressed a strong commitment to supporting young artists, stating he would help them prepare for stressful times, and vowed not to let an artist lose their life to struggles and addiction. He suggested that his close working relationship with the new generation stems partly from having discovered a teenage Liam Payne on The X Factor. Cowell believes the current generation of artists seeks fame for different reasons, citing the overwhelming presence of social media content. Creator and judge Simon Cowell has revealed that his reaction to Susan Boyle's audition on Britain's Got Talent was a significant wake-up call regarding his past conduct as a judge. Boyle's jaw-dropping performance of Les Miserables, I Dreamed a Dream, in 2009 captivated the audience, despite initial skepticism from Cowell, Amanda Holden, and Piers Morgan, who initially suggested she didn't measure up to established stars like Elaine Paige. Speaking about the event 17 years later on the podcast Tales from the Celebrity Trenches, Cowell admitted his initial reaction to Boyle walking onto the stage was awful. He recounted a moment where he stated, "We're going to just tell it as it is," only to be met with the feedback, "You look awful." Cowell reflected on this experience, stating, "We are awful, all of us." He suggested the incident prompted a realization that one cannot judge a book by its cover. He described the moment as a collective realization of imperfection, leading to an acknowledgement of faults. Cowell further shared that the audition was important for prompting self-reflection among the judging panel. He recalled approaching Boyle after she didn't win, assuring her that it did not matter because he anticipated her distress. Despite not winning Britain's Got Talent, Susan Boyle achieved massive success with her debut album, I Dreamed a Dream, which sold over 10 million copies and became a century bestseller. Her story has also been adapted into a musical, I Dreamed a Dream, the musical, and she has continued to perform on major stages, including the Queen's Diamond Jubilee pageant and the 2014 Commonwealth Games. In recent years, Boyle has demonstrated remarkable resilience, returning to the stage after suffering a minor stroke in 2023, and has even performed for actors like Timothée Chalamet. Simon Cowell has opened up about the profound grief he experienced following the death of One Direction member Liam Payne. Speaking on the Daily Mail's Tales from the Celebrity Trenches podcast, the X Factor judge shared his heartbreaking reaction to the news, describing a period of intense emotional turmoil. Cowell stated, "What do you do in a situation like that? It was so bad I was in pieces. There were so many things going on in my head." He elaborated on his coping mechanism, revealing that he disappeared for a week to process the situation, admitting, "I literally just disappeared somewhere for a week to think everything through because I knew I was really, really struggling." The tragic passing of Payne occurred nearly 19 months prior, after he fell from a balcony on the third floor of a hotel in Argentina. Cowell, who served as a mentor and manager for the group during their X Factor debut in 2010, signed them with Sicko Records and managed them until 2016. Reflecting on the aftermath, he also discussed the filming of the Netflix series The Next Act, which chronicles his search for the next boy band. Cowell emphasized his ongoing commitment to mentoring young artists, stating, "My responsibility is to go. Look, if it works and you're successful, that's a good thing. However, as your life changes, there are going to be times when it's really stressful, really hard. I will help you prepare for that and be there if you need me." The other members of One Direction, including Payne, were Zayn Malik, Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, and Niall Horan. Simon Cowell has finally addressed the viral video of him clapping on the Jennifer Hudson show, breaking his silence after the clip gained significant traction online. The incident occurred in September when the former X Factor judge walked through the show's well-known Spirit Tunnel entrance before his appearance on the chat show, drawing comments from viewers regarding his style of clapping. Speaking on Jamie East's Tales from the Celebrity Trenches podcast on Wednesday, May 6th, the 66-year-old admitted he had not yet seen the clip, stating he gets really embarrassed about seeing this stuff. However, Cowell confirmed that he is indeed capable of clapping, adding, "I was just unprepared to waltz and clap on that day." The statement offers a lighthearted explanation for the moment, confirming the action while downplaying any deliberate performance.